going on, vinyl community? Welcome to another video with the Record Spinner. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how you can score some excellent vinyl record deals. Now, before I get into what this video is all about, I do want to say that I'm going to be talking exclusively about new vinyl on this video. I kind of didn't see the need to talk about used records because used records usually tend to go for a bit of a low price tag anyways. Unless it's a collectible pressing and the condition is great, then it's going to be a higher one. Depending on the person, some people may think that new vinyl prices are a bit high and steep. So if you're watching this video, I do hope that this will help you go down the best route possible for getting records for a good price and getting the most bang for your buck. Now, right off the bat, the best place to get new vinyl for a cheap price is Amazon. They are constantly dropping prices of albums left and right at random. There's no real dead set time. It's just a matter of if you stumble across it. Normally what happens is they'll drop the price of an album, or they'll steadily drop the price as the day goes on, sell out of it, and then once before they restock, they'll beef the price back up, and then the whole cycle begins again. And when it comes down to that, you kind of have to have a bit of a instant buyer's instinct, because if I see something and I kind of know what the average price is, and I see it go for sometimes maybe 50% less than what it goes for, and I can say that has happened for me, I just jump on it, and I can't really think twice about it unless my budget just simply can't allow it for me, and I kind of have to let it slide until next time. But then again, if you have a collection that's rather big, like mine, well, not entirely big compared to others, the best thing that I would do is actually create an Amazon wish list, and you can even go as far as sorting the list from the lowest price first, and you can see what stuff has dropped from when you initially added it. If you shop frequently on Amazon, I do suggest that you get a Prime membership, because they actually do drop prices exclusively for Prime members. I believe it's like $100 a year or $150. I'm not sure if they beefed up the rate. For myself, I actually got it for a discounted rate when I was doing schooling at my community college, so I was able to get a discounted rate, and I really did enjoy it because on top of the exclusive pricing, you get it in 2 days free shipping, or sometimes 1 day depending on if your order is a high price. Now, aside from all that, I do want to give a shout out to Frank over at Channel 33 RPM. And he had mentioned in one of his videos a website called camelcamelcamel.com. And the cool thing with that is that you can actually track the price and value of a particular record on Amazon and see where it was at its lowest price point at a certain time of the year, or whenever it was at its lowest. And that usually can give you an idea on like if a record could ever go that low in price ever again. And the cool thing too, on top of all that, is that let's say if there's a record that is, let's say it's $25, but you want to pay maybe, I don't know, $16 or $15. If it ever drops at that point, you can actually set up notifications to your email and text messaging number, and you'll get a notification when it does hit that price point. That way you can pull the trigger on it. Now, for myself, I have gotten many records for discounted prices on Amazon, and this is one example that I'll show. This is Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick. Now, this is a reissue that was done recently. This does use the recent Steven Wilson stereo remix, and it is pressed on very lovely 180 gram vinyl. Comes with a download code. The chrysalis label is replicated nicely, and like all of the Jethro Tull reissues, you also do get a book, which comes with photos, liner notes, album artwork, and all kinds of doodads that give you an insight on what was going on at the making of the album. Now, this record in particular, on average, on Amazon, I've seen it go for like $20 most of the time, but it wasn't until this record dropped to around $13 that I pulled the trigger on it, and it was $13 well spent because it does sound phenomenal, and you're getting bang for your buck because you're getting the booklet and everything else that entails. So, aside from Amazon, sometimes if you want to go a little bit beyond that, there is eBay as well. Personally, for myself, I don't really shop too much on eBay because I already kind of get my needs fulfilled on Amazon, but you never know sometimes what's there. One of the examples that I'll show that I got from eBay is this. This is Courtney Barnett's Sometimes I sit and think, and sometimes I just sit. Now, it is standardly available on black vinyl and everything, but the cool thing that I noticed about this was that this was the 10 bands 1 cause pressing, and I believe all the proceeds that are made from records under that campaign go to breast cancer awareness. So it is pressed on pink vinyl, and this is one of the few pressing variants of this album that's out there. The black vinyl is still readily available, but I think I managed to get the pink version for like 12 bucks on eBay. Brand new, sealed. I guess someone wanted to unload them and they just dropped the price as low as they could possibly go. And I jumped on it, and I haven't really seen this particular pressing go for that same price point, which is pretty crazy. So I am glad that my buyer's instinct was pretty good on the day that I bought it. And aside from Amazon and eBay, and this is going to sound a little silly, another cool website that sells records for a rather cheap price is Walmart.com. Yes, I have said it. Walmart also does sell cheap vinyl as well. It's normally if you buy from their website, and on top of the online prices, they'll even add a little discount to that if you opt to have it delivered to your local Walmart store that you can pick up, which is free of charge, which is nice. And even depending on the associate that helps you at the store, sometimes they might even give you a percentage off voucher that you can use on an online order. And that was the case with this Jimi Hendrix record. This is the Live at Berkeley live album that came out, I believe it was in, I think this came out in 2003 or 2012. It's either one. This normally goes for around $17.99, 20 bucks highest. All the Hendrix stuff is relatively well priced, but for this right here, considering what Walmart was asking for price-wise, and I had a 10% off voucher, I got this. A 2 LP set, well pressed at Quality Record Pressing, mastered by Bernie Grundman, $9. I'm not joking. $9 for this record right here. Like I said, 2 LP set, and with all the Hendrix stuff, it all comes in nice gatefolds. Even comes with a very lovely booklet that talks about what went on in particular records, all kinds of photos from the time period. It is essential bang for your buck. It is absolutely awesome. And so every now and then I'll cruise through Walmart.com and see what stuff I've been looking into getting and see if they have it for a low price, and you know, snag it before it sells out, and the whole process begins again just like Amazon. Now, aside from online retailers like that, there are also retailers online that specify in selling vinyl. One of them that I do recommend to you is a company called SoundstageDirect.com. Normally, they always have a certain percentage off sale going on their website. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's 20, and if it's a holiday, maybe it's 25. And if you're buying a lot of records in one order, once you apply that, large coupon, whether if it's 20 or 25%, once you see how much you're getting off, it kind of comes out to where you're pretty much getting a record for free, if you think about it in that sense. So that's always great, and you should really check them out. And plus, their packaging is also excellent. They really go all into detail about how they package the records, and they even go as far as taking them out of the packaging and putting the records outside the jacket, so that way no seam splits occur when it's being shipped, which is an extra bonus point for them. So I do applaud them on that. Now that's for online. You could have luck at record stores as well. The local record store that I visit to the most, I remember they were doing a sale where they pretty much dropped prices on a lot of new vinyl to make way for some of the record store day titles that were coming out around, like this was around late March, early April of 2017, I want to say. And so they had a table set up and a bunch of bins of records that they were just trying to unload for the lowest price possible that they thought was justifiable. And I went through it, and I managed to leave with this. This is Brian Wilson's self-titled solo album from 1988. This is a beautiful, beautiful record. It's a 2 LP set, so you get the main album on 1 LP, and you also get another LP of bonus cuts, demos, and interview bits. And both records are pressed on this very lovely kind of marbled blue vinyl. So you have like flecks of black and flecks of white. And I got this record set for a mere $14. So you never really know. I mean, I guess it all varies on what your local record store does in terms of that, but I think I just managed to get pretty lucky. So I was very happy to leave with this record and for a very good price. And aside from that, stores like FYE will do vinyl sales sometimes. For myself, I worked at an FYE. I did mention it on this channel. And we would do this thing called Red Hot Deals, which was kind of like the clearance section for vinyl. And what would happen was we would have a sale going on for it. Let's say if it was like a certain percentage off. But it wasn't necessarily whatever price the record was. It would have a sale price, and it was whatever percentage off on top of that. And so you would get records for a relatively very cheap price, and you wouldn't see these prices anywhere else. And pretty much once you sold that record, we were not going to get it back in. We were just trying to unload it to make way for more inventory. So that happened once, and I decided to snag this, because this is a record that always went for a high price tag, and I do love this record very much. And guess it was just the right time and right place. This is Rush, Snakes and Arrows. Now this is a 200-gram reissue that was done fairly recently and mastered at Abbey Road. This is just very, very nice sounding. And on average, this goes, I want to say, highest around $40, which is a bit steep for me, but with whatever, I can't remember what it was sale priced as, but it was 50% off that, so I got this for like between $18 to $20, something like that, and this is just absolutely beautiful. The Rush reissues, in terms of the vinyl weight, they just feel so superior. I mean, it's just nice, thick, heavyweight vinyl, pressed at Quality Record Productions in Kansas. Just absolutely lovely. Very, very well done. So that right there is how you can score some excellent vinyl record deals. Now here is my question for you, to those that apply. How do you go about getting deals on new vinyl? If you have any ways that you go about it, please let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to know. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys in the next video, and most importantly, keep the record spinning.